What's up, everyone? Haven't filmed a video in probably about a month. I've been extremely busy with work, but I got the time to come out today. It's Sunday, June 1st, 2025, and we are filming in Trona, California. This exact area I have filmed a few times actually, but I was going over some aerial drone footages I took in the past, and I'm gonna turn this camera around and show you. This is the original Deadsman Curve. I filmed this video probably about 3 years ago. This whole hill is an optical illusion. So when you look out here, you only see a few cars with the naked eye, but as you walk the whole rim, you see cars in areas where water has swept through, and you can't see them from here. But if you walk, these cars are stuck behind rocks, in between gullies. It's really, how do I say it? Extremely hard to see. But we're here today. We have the whole entire day. We're going to try to film these two cars as fast as possible. And then we're going to be on to another location where I have a lead from Desert Adventures. He's another YouTuber. He gave me a lead that there's possibly two cars in a wash out here, but we're going to have to hike to it about 2 miles roughly. Stay with me. Let me gear up. Alright guys, so I have a new drone. I sold the old one and did a little upgrade. This is a DJI Mavic Air 2S. I'm not too familiar with this drone, but I'm going to have to learn it. I've watched a lot of videos. Yeah, so we're going to fly the drone at the very end of the video, not out here. Because we're saving time. So, like I said, we have a new drone, new controller, new box, new everything. So let's see if we could fly today. Hopefully I got all the settings correct. Using a drone isn't very easy if you're not computer savvy or savvy with your phone. It's became easy for me, but I have a friend who's trying to learn right now, and it's kind of a headache actually. Anyways, let's keep on going and stay with me. Alright guys, there's some extremely rare cars down in this cliff area. I've already filmed in the past, but just to update you guys, for those of you that didn't see the first video I made out here, there's an Apollo wagon out here from the 50s. And there's like a 55 or 56 Chevy Bel Air that went off the side also. And guys, some of these are actual car accidents where people passed away. A lot of people say these are just cars that are tossed over the edge. They're not. These are actually, some of them are fatality accidents where people actually passed away. Yeah, there's a guy who was a Marine who actually passed away out here. They actually put a memorial on the side of his car out here. If I find that while I'm out here, I'll show it to you, but we're mainly here to film two cars. Once you get down in here, it just seems like it goes forever. It's like a maze. Like I said, it's just cracks and crevices in rolling hills. It's really complicated and it's dangerous. Let's continue on. We're almost ready to go. Guys, another thing, my friend lost his keys out here 3 years ago to his Honda, and now he's down to one key. So I told him, hey, I'll keep an eye out for it, but I can't promise I'm gonna find anything. But I guess it's connected to a blue lanyard. I'm sure we're not gonna find it, but yeah, he's been crying about this key for the last 2 or 3 years, because that's the last time we filmed out here. Actually, the video that we filmed out here has, I think, 250,000 views. This is a really crazy video that we filmed. There's a lot of cars, and I think it's actually one of my first videos that went crazy on YouTube. But as you take a look around, there's just so much stuff down here. Bottles and cans from the 50s and 60s. All kinds of cans all through here scattered everywhere. We might find something really interesting out here actually. But the main thing is safety. We've got to keep our eyes open for rattlesnakes because this area has been known for a lot of them. Alright guys, let me explain something. So we were just standing way up there. I could barely see the tip of my car. But as I come down here, this drops, I don't know, 20 feet. And then it goes back up, and then it's another rolling hill. It just rolls and drops, rolls and drops. So you can't see the cars when you hike. They're hidden everywhere. That's how a lot of times I miss vehicles when I'm out here filming. Guys, it's extremely windy. I don't know what happened. Like the minute I came down in this gorge area, the wind picked up. There's like a tire down there. There's a basketball, probably somebody kicked over the side. Not sure if you guys could see it. There's a lot of stuff just sprawled out everywhere. Let's keep our eyes open and continue on. Take a look at this tire. It gets really, really hot out here, guys. 100, between 100 and probably 125. I think it's been up in the 120s out here before. Look at this tire. I just walked across it and it started crunching from being cooked in the sun over the years. Is that crazy or what? Let's keep pushing this way. We're gonna go back up this mountain, this little hill. All right, guys, I don't know what I'm seeing right now, but I'm hiking to those two vehicles that I've seen with the drone. And guys, this isn't one of them. This is a vehicle that I've never seen before. And notice, it's in a crevice. That's why I've never seen it. It's just, if you're not in the right position, you're gonna miss a lot of cars. Wow, it's like some type of truck or something. Let's go down there. Holy cow. I've never seen this vehicle before. Wonder how low I could go to get a good picture, but I just don't want to put my hands anywhere near these bushes, you know, because we're in an area where it's snake infested. Got the driver's side door folded backwards. The crazy thing is, guys, that 56 Chevy, 55, whatever it was, I was telling you about, is right up in there. About 75 feet, maybe 100 feet up. And you just can't see it. Actually, there's the bed of the truck right there. So it's got the filler neck right behind the driver door here. I'm trying to watch where I put my feet, guys. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure I missed this car also when I was out here filming 3 years ago. I'm gonna say some type of GMC or Chevy truck. Here's an aerial view of it. Pretty interesting. Look at that passenger fender, how it comes up. It's kind of strange. It's making me think it's not a Chevy or a Ford. I don't know. I want to go down there and take a look at that. That's really strange. Guys, you could fall and crack your head open down here so easily. This is all rolling stone. This is an extremely dangerous area to hike in. Yeah, I'm tripping out on this fender here, how it's about 10 to 11 inches and then it drops on each side. So I don't know what this was. Look at the size of the hole in the floor in between the driver and the passenger. Look how thick this old glass is. I don't know. I have no idea what it is, but notice how the hood would inlay on the fender though. Let's take a look at that. See this hood? It would inlay with the fender itself. So that's going to tell us something as well. Well, our viewers, because I don't know what it is. It looks like we have a battery box tray right here. Here's the battery be put on the firewall, not towards the radiator. Interesting. Let's keep rolling. We have a big day ahead of us. Stay with me. Before we leave, I wanted to take a look at this bed, but it's just too covered up with gravel. Like I said, we're in a rolling area where it floods, so when it starts raining really hard, this area gets impacted with gravel really hard. And guys, it's really, really windy, so I have a microphone cover over the microphone, so hopefully you guys could hear me. I'm gonna leave the camera on for a couple seconds and walk so you guys get a visual of what it's like out here. It's like almost being like on Mars or something. It's unreal. Guys, you guys probably won't believe it, but I came down here once with my dad's friend. At the time, he was either 71 or 72. He made it down in some areas, but he was crawling on his hands and knees in some of the areas. He wanted to come with me today. I was like, man, I'm not gonna be responsible for you. I just can't do it. He's at that age where, I don't know. I've been watching him walk lately, and he kind of looks like he's like not stable, so I can't do something like that. I think he's getting to the age where he can't come with me on a lot of these expeditions unless he wants to stay on the top, because if he falls out here, I'm not sure if he can afford a $60,000 helicopter ride out. All right, guys, let me just show you where I came from. I was up in that rock section up there and I just zigzagged through the rocks. And then here I am. And I think I found one of the vehicles in a distance. I could see it. You gotta have balance like a cat when you're out here. Guys, look at the size of this lizard. Probably 10 to 11 inches long. I think it's massive. It's beautiful. It looks like it has like a speckled leopard body almost. Look at that. Let's keep rolling. All right, guys, talk about hidden. It's right there. That's why I didn't find it, because it's literally hidden inside a canyon gorge. So we're gonna go down through here and take a look at it, see what it is. From here, it looks like a Volkswagen Bug, but it looks kind of weird. Just from viewing here, it has a 3-lug wheel. Strange. Let's go down there. Guys, look at this. This area is old. Look at this. Let me poke around everywhere, make sure no rattlesnakes bite my hand when I go down to pick it up. It says pipe and cigar, and it has a green pipe on it. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. And it's sealed shut. You can't even get inside. It's rusted. It's empty, guys. That's pretty cool. If this was in better condition, I'd probably take it to put on our wall of memories for the Reverse Rocket TV channel. But I only try to take home the best of the best, guys, when I'm out here hiking. We'll leave it for the next guy. But there's like some type of huge, massive tire down here. I don't know why it's here. Guys, they say there's no ticks in the desert, but I think there's a small percentage of them, so I still kind of try to avoid rubbing against bushes and stuff. But look at the size of this tire. Holy cow. Here's my hiking poles that are probably almost 4 feet long, to give you an example. That is a massive tire, and it's a Goodyear. What's the size on there? It says 23.5-25 super hard rock something. Very cool. And the car's just right up there. Let me just wiggle around this and we'll continue on. But guys, when you're sitting here filming, you got to remember, you're literally standing on a ledge, so you can't step back a couple inches or you're going to probably kill yourself, bust your head open or something. Remember, out here when you're filming, always use extreme caution at all times. Alright guys, so bizarre and strange. What The heck is this thing? Oh wow, the engine's still in it. Let's go take a look. As long as there's no snakes back in here. Holy cow. Yeah guys, look at that engine. Guys, I better look under these rocks right here. This is like snake territory right here. I got snake-proof boots on that come up almost to my knees, but they're so camouflage that you got to be really careful out here. All right guys, tiny back window, filler neck below the bottom of the window. Some type of engine here. This looks like it was a 3-cylinder engine. Am I tripping out here? What the heck? Hold on a minute. No, I'm really confused. Okay, here's the alternator, and on the side it says made in France. The little transmission's still in there. Wow. Look how tiny the little radiator is back in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I think it's 2 exhaust ports to 1 cylinder, right? So it'd be a 3-cylinder. Because it's like an inlet and an outlet, I'm guessing. I know about engines, but not that much. But I'm saying this is possibly a 3-cylinder engine. This is possibly a 3-cylinder engine. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's a 3-cylinder engine. Here's where the starter would go. I don't want to stick my arm in there just in case. But let's go try to take a look on the inside. This thing's totaled out. I mean, it's crashed from way up there. This is a gnarly twist right here in this road. Right here where we're standing is the first tight end of the turn. So when you're cranking the wheel to turn, this is where you're going to go over, is right here. So this car went over and landed way down here. Why would someone cut this off here? Somebody came down here and took parts off this car. Look at the little shifter. Guys, I hope I'm right on that 3-cylinder engine. I found it sound like a fool. Look how small this back seat is. I mean, this interior is smaller than my Prius. It's crazy. Here's the front. Engine in the rear. Still has the headlight bucket on the passenger side. Here is the engine cover, actually. Check it out. Guys, I think I was really close to this car 3 years ago when I filmed out here. Reason is, there's cars right up the way here that I remember. And I don't remember this car, so I know for sure I didn't film this car. Here is the rear doors to it. So this thing had like a front regular door and probably a rear suicide door. Look at that. Let me stand up here so you guys can see that. Look at that. And here is something that would come off like the air intake, I guess. This part's pretty much intact. You could probably sell this online for some good money, you know. I don't feel like carrying it out of here though, so. Here's part of the valve cover off that engine. Look, aluminum. All right, guys, there's another car out here. Let's get on the road. Well, actually on the trail, because it's on this trail somewhere. And it's not far. I mean, it's just right up in here somewhere. So let's go find it and see if we can find anything else that's really interesting. All right, guys, so the car's down there. We just zigzagged all through these rocks. And this car's up here. Just like I seen on the drone aerial. Guys, what I'm wondering is, how did my drone aerial miss that first car we filmed? That truck in the beginning of the video. You just never know, guys. You're not gonna find them all. That's how you find bodies inside of cars, you know. You can't see these cars from up on top. You have to crawl down here or use a drone. One of these days, guys, it's going to happen. We're going to stumble upon a car and there's going to be something bad inside. All right, guys, I'm looking at this car. I'm approaching it. I don't know what the heck it is. It's got the gas door on the driver's side, square tail lights. But you know what? This is a sign right here. Let me make sure there's no snakes here. Hold on. Do a little image view here. What is this? Two-door. Look how the shocks mount in the rear. It's kind of interesting as well. And then look how square these lights are here. Super square. And this car has been here. Sorry, my camera shut off. But look at this rock here. It has an indentation on the metal. And it hasn't moved since. So this car flew off the top. Maybe somebody was inside at the time. I don't know. But we have another mystery vehicle. I'm liking these mystery vehicles because I don't like finding stuff just that's something you see every day. You know, I don't like that stuff. I like unusual stuff like this. Very interesting. Let's go to the front and see. You could tell someone's been down here stripping this car over the years. Unbelievable. I don't know, but I'm guessing it had round headlights because, well, that could just be the core support, how it's round. I'm trying to find any kind of logo on this front bumper, but I'm not seeing it. Let's go on top of this car and take a look deeper inside. All right, guys, like I said, the shocks mount right here. So, drive shaft through here. I don't know. They picked this car clean though. They took all the engine and tranny parts out of it. They even took stuff off the firewall. Holy cow. Yeah, they've been crawling under here. You could tell they've moved rocks and stuff to strip this car. It's gonna be another mystery vehicle, guys. You guys are gonna have to figure it out. I don't know. A lot of mysteries in this video. Please don't let it be a snake down here. We got a marker light right here. An orange marker light. All right, guys, let's crawl out of here somehow, some way, through the top up there, and go film the next location. I would love to be home before dark. That is my dream. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know. Let's get back on the road. Remember, guys, this is one of the first locations I filmed that made my channel go viral all over the world. Was this exact hillside. And it looks like we missed 3 vehicles while making this video, because I've never seen this one, that one, or that white truck. I'm thinking 99.99% we filmed them all. There could be a car out here in a crevice or crack somewhere that we missed. I highly doubt it, but you never know. I've seen crazier things happen. Let's get on the road. I wish I threw a rope down from the top. Before I started this, I wish I threw a rope down, or I wish I never hiked this direction, because this is a nightmare. These rocks are slipping. Big ones, you know, 500-pound rocks are moving right now on me, and it's dangerous. So I'm trying to wiggle this way. I don't know, these rock piles are just too dangerous from the rolling rocks. All right, guys, we made it out. That was gnarly, brutal. I should have never came out that way. I should have hiked out the way I came in. I pretty much hiked up the front of the mountain. I thought it'd be quick and easy. There was nothing quick and there was nothing easy. Let's go to the next vehicles. Being in the middle of the California desert on a Sunday, June 1st, 2025, do you think there'd be a lot more cars on the road? I've been walking the middle of this road for probably about the last 5 minutes. I've not seen a vehicle come from both directions. Look at this. It's so peaceful and quiet out here, and beautiful. I'm just taking it all in, guys. Just taking it all in. Life is a journey, remember that. Get up off your couch, guys. Get out there in the outdoors. Go explore. There's a lot to see out in the world. I'm looking up inside this like cliff area. It's beautiful. It's just rolling sharp edges of rocks. The beautiful colors of rust, like it's amazing. And even some of the little cracks, I can see bird nests inside of them. Some type of bird out here makes its little home nest inside the fronts of these cliffs because it's the safest place to make it, so predators can't reach it. This is where we parked. If you could see up there, there's a cross. And then right about somewhere right there, there's an old mine shaft. I filmed up here. I filmed here once and I filmed up there once. I actually crawled up in there If you go along the cliff edge, there's an area we could get in and like tiptoe up in there, and there's old mine shafts up in there. And when you go farther and farther back, there's old roads back in there that come in from the other side of the mountains. Old gold miner roads where they would travel to move material. On to the next location. All right guys, we made it to the second location. I got kind of sketched out. This road is like quicksand. We cannot drive on it whatsoever. I went in about 30 or 40 feet and felt my car sinking. I had to turn around as fast as possible. Look at this sand. Look at this. You cannot drive in that in a two-wheel drive vehicle like this. You will sink and never get out. I don't want to park here. We're kind of like in an area where could be possibly like private property or something. I really don't know. But coin toss, guys. Let's park here. If the car's here, it's here. If it's not, we're gonna have to go get out of impound. Got my keys, got everything. Guys, it says it's 1.6 miles in this direction. We're gonna go to a T and go left. And then from there, it should be possibly on the right, if I looked at the maps correctly. Let's get all geared up and on the way. All right, guys, let me wave bye to my car. Hopefully it's here when we come back. We parked off the road. Just parked kind of over by that telephone pole. Hopefully no one's gonna mess with it or break the windows out. But it hasn't happened yet, but I'm sure one of these days it's gonna happen. 1.6 miles, let's do this. So 1.6 each way, guys, and then we're gonna walk around for a while. And then we're gonna try to get back to the car. It's 1 o'clock on the nose. If I could be back to the car at 3, I'd be so excited. God, I'm so happy we turned around. Look at this gravel, this sand, look at this. Oh God. Imagine getting stuck out here. You have to call a tow truck to come get towed out. Can you imagine the price of that? Stay with me. One last thing, according to my car, it's 95 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, guys, here's the T I was talking about. We go this way. All right, guys, this is what I'm seeing from here. This is like a flood control basin where water comes in here and it spills over into this area here. And it looks like it holds water during like peak seasons where there's a lot of rain, which is usually never in this area coming from the desert. But my GPS is showing the vehicles right around that turn area. I'll turn the camera back on when we get farther in. Holy cow, guys, I see the vehicles. There's a vehicle there. And then a vehicle probably 100 feet away from it. But I should have probably hiked down when I had the chance. Now, look how high we are. Now we have to go down. I'll probably just hike through to here, down this stuff. It doesn't look too bad. I don't know, guys, I just got really tired. I was sitting here walking, I was like, wow, I'm tired. Oh, that scared me. I thought it was a snake. It was a bottle. For sure we have 2 vehicles out here though. Let's take a look. Well, here's the front bumper off one of the cars. I'm guessing it's this one because it's green. Some type of huge 2-door boat. Let's take a look. I don't know, but what would have these on the bottom of the doors and behind the rear wheel well? Let's see. It's got double headlights in the front. I don't know what this is. The car is massive though. I have no idea. By the way, guys, it's 1:25, so it took us about 20 to 25 minutes to walk over here. It's about right, because it takes about, you could hike supposedly about 3 miles an hour. I don't like it when cars are flipped over like this, because it's really hard to tell what they are. Yeah, I'm clueless on this, guys. I don't know. I think our only bet is right here. Yeah, it's got double headlights right there on the bottom. I'm sure one was a headlight and one was a high beam, but I don't know. I don't know what this car is. All right, guys, let's go into the next. We might come back, we might not. Just viewing from here, this car looks massive as well. Some old boats out here. Whew. Guys, I don't know if my eyes are playing with me or not, but here's the hood. This looks like an old Mopar. What the heck? This looks like an old Dodge. Yeah, look at that front fender. Look at that front fender right there. Holy cow. Guys, this is like an old Challenger or a Charger. There's no way. You just don't find these out and about like this, you know? There's no way. Here's a front bumper. It's bent in half, but it's all there. Here's the door handle. no way. There's no way. There's no way. Never have I found an old Dodge Challenger or Charger, whichever it is, I don't know. But I know this car because growing up in my teens, my friend had one that his dad gave to him. And it had this exact look. It had this body, that back end, and this, somebody threw tons of rocks in here. Look at this. Unbelievable. Right here. Guys, who would have thought we'd be finding this right now? I filmed over 100 videos and found hundreds of cars. Never have I found one of these. Never. Never ever. There's a rear leaf spring. Let's see if there's a vent on here. I want to make sure I'm careful where I put my feet under this car. So I don't see a VIN number over here. The steering wheel's still there. It's all sun beaten, but it's there. Oh, whoa. Guys, there's some digits right here. Look. Let's go in the engine bay. Let's go inside this engine bay. Guys, the only reason I've seen these digits is there's dirt in them, so it stood out. Look, 8642, whatever that is, right here, or 8842. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let me zoom in with my iPhone, hold on. All right, here we are. It almost looks like it says SS42. Let me put some spit on it or some water, hold on. Now what's it say? Oh, now there's another digit to the right of it. Let me put some more, hold on. Guys, when all else fails, use spit. Here we are. Let's let it dry for a second. It's gonna dry super fast. It's extremely hot out here. Is there any more digits under here or here? The VIN's gone. I don't see a VIN. I'm sure the VIN was probably on the dash. It's gone. All we have is this. S3421. Is that what I'm saying? Or SS421. If you're a Mopar, Challenger, Charger, Pro, let me know what this means. SS421. Unbelievable. Just think, who took this car out here and dumped it? What year was it? I bet you they sure are regretting it, or is it stolen? You don't know. You just don't know. Let me do some more filming with my iPhone while I have it running, because these things take amazing video. Look there. Inside here. Guys, we found a Challenger or a Charger, so we better take as much video as possible. This is like finding a unicorn, pretty much. Let me stand back. Let me show you the trunk area. Leaf springs. And guys, this thing's so rusty because this is a flood basin. It floods out here. What the heck is that? Guys, I pan this way. There's a pillar. Look at that. What the heck is that? We got to go over there, guys. The heck? Time out on this. Let's go see what that is. Stay with me. Guys, by looking at these tracks, look at these tracks. These are from a bulldozer. Recent, within days. Or else the wind would have blown it away already, but I don't know. It looks like a bulldozer. Guys, that weird thing's over here. I'll turn the camera back on when I get closer. All right, guys. This is crazy. But I think I know what this is, because probably, I don't know, 5 to 15 miles from here, there's an area called the Pinnacles. And it's these strange pillars that are coming out of the ground. And that's exactly what this is. Yep. Not sure if you guys could see it, but there's a huge, it's either a crow's nest or a vulture nest right there. Almost to the top. This is crazy. This thing is probably, it's got to be 20 to 25 feet tall. Let's look down on the ground. That will tell us a telltale sign of what it's been feeding its offspring. I don't see no skeletons or anything like that. So this pillar could be extremely old. With the nest is probably extremely old as well. Let's go to this side so you guys can get a good look at it with the sun on it. Wow, that is so cool. You don't just see stuff like this. And yeah, if I remember correctly, this is how the other stuff feels. It's like a it's not sand. I mean, it's like a calcium deposit. When the earth was underwater, these were formed, if I'm correct. I could be wrong, but man, this is crazy. What a day it's been, guys. Found 3 vehicles we never found before off a cliff that we hiked in the past. We found some type of old Mopar. We found some type of old pillar in the middle of the California desert. Could it get any better? I don't know. But I'm amazed. Let's go over here. Alright guys, this video is going to be too long as it is already, so I think we should shut it off. Guys, let's put the drone in the air. Reverse Rocket TV. Filming from kind of like Trona, California. This whole time we've kind of been in the whole area of Trona, in the middle of nowhere in the California desert. Peace out. Let's put the drone in the air.